All right, so I got it all bolted back together. We ended up having one nut that we had that got tilted just a little bit and got off, so I'm gonna go back and fix that. But after standing them up, looking at them, I decided that I'm gonna put bolts on all four sides. So it's 17 bolts per line times 2. So total, 4 sides, it'll end up with like 119 bolts altogether. So I've already drilled 34 holes in here. So I got the task of going back, lining up 85 more holes on each post and drilling them out. So I'm gonna take the drill here and I'm gonna go through the task of drilling out 85 more holes on this one post. And I already got 34 in there. So that's a total of 119 bolts in this one post. And it's don't have anything to do with holding it together. It's just cosmetic. It's just a look, that's it. But that's what kind of work you got to put in to get that look. That's 17. We'll mark over here and we'll do 17 more. That's 34. So we're going to rotate it around. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to do the same thing over here on this side as before. We're going to put the one in the center down without the red head set. Because I don't have but about 2 more of them nozzles. And I'm not going to waste one on one bolt. So we're going to put this one down without the set. So we got it snugged up. We'll split the difference on the plate. far as the square. We'll drill all 4 holes. Try to get it not to move. A lot of times you can tell when you hit a rock in that concrete. Those rocks are a whole lot, they're a whole lot tougher than that regular concrete. It'll drill through them, but you have to give it a minute. Eventually break the rock. All right, so you see what I'm saying about this stuff gets hard. So once you initially activate it and mix it together, whatever's in that tube, that's it. So you got to have your stuff ready where you can go ahead and put it in there. But you ain't gonna get a whole lot of time. Play around with it. And one more thing, let me get something. I'm gonna spray just a little bit of this PBS on the bottom of my anchor there where it's rusted. I might not need to do that. I'll go back and wipe it off. But I just want to make sure to slide up and down. That thing will slide some. I'm gonna go back and wipe the excess off of it. All right, so what you got here is these anchor pins. They've got a collar on the end of them, and the bottom of them is kind of flared out bigger than the actual bolt size. So that's what happens is as you pulling this thing up, you beat it down in there, and as you pulling it up, this bottom wedge here kind of swells up in that collar. It's got a split in it, and it makes it expand. And that's what kind of keeps the bolt from being able to pull straight on up as you tighten it. So if you got some of these bolts is old and they're rusty here, and that collar don't move and it won't slide, when you beat it down in there, it's a good chance that if it don't move, you're just going to pull the whole bolt back up out of the concrete. So you want to make sure that collar is loose in there so it can initially start wedging itself out against the concrete and expand in there, and that's what actually holds that thing down in there. So if you got one that won't expand and it won't move, it's a good chance you're just going to pull your bolt straight back up out of your concrete as you're tightening it. So they've got a small indentation on the outside of it that kind of grabs, and if you mess around and use the wrong size drill bit that's a little bit too big, or you got some type of rust or something on there that won't let that collar slide, it's a good chance that you're going to end up doing it again. These bolts here they're kind of older, and that one. That's straight. Just like that one there. You got to hurry up and get it out. Got to hurry and get it out. Get you another one in there before that stuff gets hard. So I got one stood there, just tilt it sideways. And it wouldn't be a problem if you weren't planning on taking the plate on and off. But it is a problem because I'm planning on taking this plate off. I get ready to move it. So that's going to be a problem. I'm going to have to try to bend that bolt back up straight. Straighten it up some. Because it's not going to allow my plate to come off the way it is. So, in a situation like that, you can't just beat on it. You can't just beat on the bolt because then you're going to mess all your threads up. So what I guess we could probably do, we could probably put 2 or 3 nuts on it. So we're not beating on the threads. And we could probably see if we could tap it over. It's not a super big bolt, it's just 3/8 bolt, but I need it a little straighter than what it is. So something like that may work. And we'll take the nuts back off. We won't try to anchor them down just yet. We'll get some of this stuff wiped off of it. We don't want it on the threads getting hard. If it does get hard on the threads, you can take a wire brush and get it off, but we don't even want it getting hard. That one there's leaning a little bit too, so let's do it the same way. It's best to try to get your stuff straight, but every once in a while, you're gonna have something that's off a little bit. It needs a little bit of tweaking, so you don't want to beat it too hard because you'll break the bolt slam in half, but you can move it a little. All right. Plate up. I've already marked my bolt, my plate where I know what's the front. And this is number 1 plate. The other one on the back is number 2. stuff will grab the back of your plate there and try to hold on to it. You see it already grabbed there and it'll get hard, so get that stuff off. Make sure you got anything up under the bottom there that hold that plate up, get it off. We want that thing to sit as flat as we can.